make his reign a little more unique, an ultra-serious belt for an ultra-serious man. We debate
That would have been interesting to see also. Like, I mean, you have to look at it. This was during the time the authority was running the whole show. What's happening, people? It's your boy Blaze here with another one for Venomous Reactions, and today we have a video from Parts Unknown. 10 wrestlers who should have had custom title belts. Now, you already know when it comes to wrestling and custom belts, they normally don't pan out too well, but there's a few of my personal favorites that stuck out to me, and that was the spinner variations of the US and the WWE title when John Cena had the belts. And also one of my all-time favorite custom belts, the Smoking Skull belt when Stone Cold was the WWE champion. Like, honestly, I want that belt so bad. Like, I told myself I'm gonna get one for Christmas, and I'm speaking into existence right now. So here's the hoping. Here's the hoping. But we're gonna check out this video for Parts Unknown on 10 wrestlers who should have had custom title belts. And I know quite a few that may be on the list, but we're gonna find out. So without further ado, let's check it out. Let's run it.
Get your belts and belt-related content here, folks. Come one, come all, get your belts. They won't hold your pants up, but they'll make you look cool. Unless they've got a hideous demon face on them. And that's a statement that can be used about The Fiend and Jeff Hardy. Isn't that handy? Most custom wrestling belts are a bit crap. Changing the colors, a la Miro and Scorpio Sky, can be simple and fun. When it comes to major alterations, wrestling's track record of fashion is a bit less than perfection. For every Smoking Skull title, you have a
I called it. I called it. Like, just look at this design. Like, look at this. Like, how can you not want that for yourself? Like, I want that so bad. But moving on.
every Smoking Skull title, you have a rated R spinner. For every Eco Warrior hemp belt, you have a Tommy Dreamer New York hardcore title. State of this, Tommy. But the question remains, should more people have been given custom
Wow.
belts? Why not? We needed a list topic, and you people bloody love belts, according to our analytics. Why'd you keep watching videos about them? Some of these might be dumb ideas, but it's just a bit of fun. I'm Adam hailing from Parts Unknown, and these are 10 wrestlers who should have had custom title belts. And while you're here, subscribe to Parts Unknown and watch all of our other belt-based content.
Yeah, definitely subscribe to Parts Unknown, man. His videos is always entertaining. Like, anything that has to do with wrestling content, like Parts Unknown, Wrestling Gifts, Tap Out Corner, WrestleMania, I follow them because they are informative and they keep me entertained. So subscribe if you're not following the wrestling community on YouTube. Definitely hit up those channels I just mentioned, so you won't be disappointed.
We've done lists about worst titles, we've done lists about other custom belts, and
I'm
Laurie's even done an
definitely gonna have
explained
to
video
check that
about how
one
they're
out.
made, which is lovely. Watch that. Number 10, The Undertaker, specifically Biker Undertaker. Why not make that bit of nonsense a
Ooh.
bit more fun to laugh at? Everyone likes to clown on Mark Callie from Death Valley for his Limp Bizkit era, and for good reason. Look at him and his soon-to-be libertarian brother, the demon hanging out with a biker, 2000. Anyway, The Undertaker only had one reign as world champion while riding his chopper to the ring, beating Hulk Hogan
That's
for the belt
facts.
in May of 2002, before dropping it to The Rock 2 months later. I'm sure that iteration of the belt had only just been introduced, but I reckon we could have seen something truly offensive to the eyes if the Underbiker fully committed to the bit. It could be cool, probably wouldn't be, but it could be. No real reason why this hypothetical belt couldn't be a little more Smoking Skull and a little less Jay Briscoe headband and bad flag. And in our hypothetical world of hypothetical nonsense, Biker Taker is a cool biker belt. Why not? Number 9.
Yeah, honestly, I would have loved to see like Undertaker get like a custom belt. I know on the WWE shop they have like the signature series when it came down to like specialty belts, specialty title belts, variation. And I know they did one with the Undertaker with the old school winged eagle belt. I mean, blah, winged eagle belt. Like if you haven't seen that design, definitely check it out on WWE shop. And I would have loved to see him. I would have loved to see like American Badass inspired custom belt for the signature series, just to see how it would have turned out if he would have had that when he was champion. And honestly, I would have thought like Undertaker would have had like more title reigns as world champion, but regardless of the fact, still he had a historic, illustrious career. Could have had more title belts under his under his under his well under his belt, no pun intended, but still.
Kane, speaking of that demon brother, this one will
Hmm.
probably rely on Kane
Speaking
holding the
of Kane,
WWF title for more than just one day in 1998, so we're really getting hypothetical here. But considering the stakes involved for his title match with Steve Austin at
one
King of the Ring
title
98, when
reign.
Kane had said if he
That
lost, he
was
would have had to
incredibly
set
short.
himself on fire, it would be neat as hell if even for one night, if Kane emerged having set the world title on fire. Imagine him with a custom title belt
Ooh.
all melted and disfigured in a moment of tormented pyromancy. Kane
Hmm. That would have been intriguing. Like an like a scorched WWE title belt when Kane had the belt. Hmm. That's actually quite the visual in my view. Now I know they did a signature series with Kane with the custom WWE title belt, and I ain't gonna lie, it looks fire. But I wonder what direction they would have went in if he would have stayed champion just a little bit longer than that one day. But it is what it is.
should have had more of a run as a top monster in the Attitude Era than he got, but a long run as world champion with a
Facts.
belt mutilated to be as disfigured as him would have been a ton of fun to play with for the monster that did such great storytelling without many
Exactly.
words. Number 8, Cesaro, because Tempest really wanted just one European wrestler to turn the United States Championship into the European Championship. Cesaro had a pretty quick rise to mid-card gold in 2012, debuting after WrestleMania and winning the title on the SummerSlam pre-show in a match where Santino's sock puppet refused to cooperate with him because it was in love with Aksana, wasn't the PG
Oh
era
my
just
god,
awful. But after winning the
Santino.
gold, Cesaro completely plateaued. He lost a staggering amount of singles matches despite being champion. Makes sense, being a mid-card champion was a death sentence in PG era WWE, but his whole character at the time was that he was a man from Europe. He would say words in 5 different languages every week. He was paired with Aksana. What better way to cap all this off than by defacing the US title, making it the new European Championship?
Honestly, that would have been interesting also. Like to have Cesaro be like bring back the European Championship. Like even if it's just for his title run. I mean, it would have been a touch of nostalgia. So that would have been intriguing also, but I just have to say it. WWE did not capitalize on Cesaro properly. Like he had plenty of tag team title runs, but what has he done as a singles competitor? Enough said.
In classic Lance Storm WCW fashion until someone could beat him for it. Number
Hmm.
Fuel your day with a $6 deal at
Uh
Amazon Go. Pick up any
ads. I
major
hate
food
him.
sandwich or wrap for just
Get up out of here.
7, Triple H, because who better to commission a custom belt than those in charge? Triple H didn't do much with his final
Facts.
WWE Championship reign in 2016 outside of an excellent match at Roadblock against Dean Ambrose and a dog-ass match with Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. And what would make his reign a little more unique? An ultra-serious belt for an ultra-serious man. We debate
That would have been interesting to see also. Like, I mean, you have to look at it. This was during the time the authority was running the whole show. And why not have like a title that suits him perfectly? Like you can have like, the customized King's hammers, like be like the middle piece or of some sort. I mean, Triple H definitely should have got a customized belt. I mean, but even when he won the title during the whole spinner belt era, which should have been long forgotten by then. But like I said, it is what it is. I mean, true, he had the belt, looked good on him, but it was just that time for a change. And Triple H should have been the one to make that change. But they didn't capitalize on it, so I'm not even complaining about it, but it is what it is.
Debated whether Tripp's Authority run or his McMahon Helmsley run would be better suited for a makeover, but in the end, it really did come down to the fact that the Big Eagle belt is good and the current belt is bad, which may come up again in a little while. You know that if Triple H was to have his own Authority custom belt made, it would very least have had not a half-assed design. During his King of Kings era, he'd have to imagine getting something to back up that moniker, and before people get on me, yes, I know that everyone gets their belts customized by the little side placings, but a custom championship that does not make. Number 6, broken Matt Hardy. Move over,
Ooh.
disgusting Jeff Hardy demon face. You're about to have company. While it's yet to work quite as well since the broken Matt Hardy character worked to properly make the Hardys and TNA itself relevant again in the mid-2010s. With that in mind, it's ludicrous to think that Matt Hardy didn't get a run as TNA World Champion during his most creatively successful period. He had 2 reigns in the lead up to his breaking point, but after that he never saw the belt again. In a hypothetical world of hypothetical nonsense, let's change that with Matt getting the run he should have had as the top star of TNA at the time. With that run would certainly have come a custom championship belt that would have undoubtedly been a Matt Hardy artistic vision, something I do not have my third eye open wide enough to visualize properly. At its worst, it would have been another painting made by Jeff that we could send to the depths of wrestling hell where it could keep its fucking brother fucking company. Number 5, New Day. These belts are about selling merch, right? Well, why not give the kings of tag team merch making another excuse to shell some more? The New Day sold cereal, they sold unicorn horns, they may have sold pancakes. I don't know if those ever officially hit the merch stand, but if they did, you can bet your bootios the New Day would try to sell them. So in a more traditional
they sold everything under the rainbow. And honestly, bro, I just have to point this out. Like those tag team belts, I don't know what they were thinking about, but those belts look like melted copper. Like you took like all the pennies in the world and put them in like an incinerator and melted them down to make these. Like, no. Like I wasn't a fan of the belts to begin with. And then and then they called themselves trying to redesign the belts and put them in red and blue straps, but made them silver. How does that work? Please, for the sake of humanity, please tell me how.
merch sales pitch at any point in their decade-long run together, the New Day should have introduced custom tag team belts. Forget for a moment that the WWE tag designs have also been quite bad for the last 12 years now, but there are so many possibilities here. You could have had a unicorn belt with horns on them, although now I say that out loud, that would start to resemble a strap-on a little too much for my liking, so let's move on and move on quickly. Their initial heel run could have seen them put smiley faces and other such symbols of positivity over the titles as their continued way of sticking it to the fans and their constant negativity. Or
honestly, that would have worked also. Or you could have had like belts that resembled their ring gear or their entrance or whatever. But they did not capitalize on this. I hope we get some new designs. Like, I mean, I wouldn't say before this year is up. I mean, because the year is pretty much damn near over. But hopefully, come 2023, we can see some change in the title design of some sort. Here's to hoping.
Just belts with a big old bunch of color thrown in to match their fun attires. Tell me you wouldn't sell New Day belts.
I said that.
You'd sell more than you sold that $6,000 Fiend face. Hell. Number 4, Chris Jericho. A more current answer now, just to really lean into how absurd it is to say the words Chris Jericho Ring of Honor World Champion. The current / original iteration of the ROH World Championship, while classic, is a little bit bland and doesn't quite mesh with the over extravagant sports entertainer shtick Chris Jericho's been doing in 2022. So what better way to shit on the legacy of the very traditional, very serious pro wrestling Ring of Honor title than by making it decked out in the gaudiest manner possible?
Yo, Chris Jericho's current gimmick in AEW definitely would have went for a custom design belt. And why would I be shocked? Why would I be shocked if he decided to go the John Cena route when it comes to customized belts? I don't know. That's just me.
And you know what? It'd be hideous and everyone would hate it. And I hate the taste of the words about to leave my lips, but fuck it, it's a bit of fun. Make it a spinner belt. An R on one side, an H on the other, and a...
Did not just say that. Like he would have got so much hatred for it. Like, especially with his current gimmick. I mean, it definitely would have worked. Because sports entertainers, sports entertainment. Why not just spit in the face of the company that is focused primarily on the wrestling, not entertainment, not the sports entertainment aspect. It makes sense.
big spinning O right in the middle. It would be, frankly, the exact type of heel heat that Chris Jericho is looking for with his current character, and now I will only be a little disappointed if we don't see that. Number 3.
Facts.
I like to pair barefoot wine.
Oh
with, well,
my God!
anything
Get these ads up out of here.
CM Punk. From one spinner belt to the next, there's no reason whatsoever that the most anti-establishment wrestler WWE had seen since Steve Austin a decade earlier should have returned to Raw with John Cena's fucking spinner belt in his hand. At the very least, he should not have carried it for 434 days. Punk himself has said that he should have been the one to unveil a new WWE Championship instead of The Rock, and he's 100.
Honestly, he should have. Like, to culminate, like, 1 year of holding the belt, like, CM Punk should have brought a new design to the table. But, you know how WWE is. They want to stick to what works. Like, it's the proverbial, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But this one needed to be fixed, like, bad. Like, CM Punk holding, like, a design of the belt that's way past, like, the expiration period. Like, come on now.
100% correct on that. Of course, this makes it less of a custom WWE title belt and more of a rechristened WWE title belt, but semantics make lists tedious, and this is a hypothetical list about hypothetical bollocks, so do one. WWE didn't do a lot of things right with their handling of CM Punk at the time, but holding the spinner belt that was several years out of style may seem like an insignificant one, but it could have been a little change that would have added so much more to his legacy of a title run. I don't know that introducing a big logo would have helped because of the whole anti-authority thing. He could have had a different title, but the spinner belt was always John Cena's belt. It's got the word champ written on it, for God's sake, and for as hot as Punk was at the time, he needed a belt to match his identity. Number 2, Roman Reigns.
And it's sad he never got that. And it's sad that they mishandled CM Punk so much that he basically left the business. Even though he came back, but he basically fell out of love with wrestling and basically lost his smile. So I get it.
Unify the fucking belts. Why'd you give him both if you didn't want to? The big logo belt has been around for a very long time at this point, all the way back to 2013 if you consider The Rock's big logo belt to be the same one, even if you don't know, very similar. And it feels like time for the WWE Championship and the Blue Universal title to get a fresh coat of paint. Doesn't mean just changing the color of the belt again. We seem primed for a proper undisputed championship belt to be awarded to Roman Reigns after WrestleMania 38, 20 years after Triple H received a new undisputed belt after WrestleMania 18. You can make it a tribal belt, even of some sort, play up the tribal chief character even more. It's the best story in WWE right now, for God's sake. And if you...
I mean, that is true. I mean, if you're gonna do custom belts, have it fit like the character that they're trying to portray. Like a whole tribal chief themed like belt. That would have been cool. And you have a whole lot of if you have like the Samoan patterns like surrounding the belt, or just have like it's so many things that could go with that, with a custom design for Roman Reigns and the character he's portraying. Like, dude, just get rid of the freaking double belts. Like, do what you promised. Give him one title that signifies undisputed. That's it. Hopefully we could get some kind of customization. Here's to hoping.
If you don't want to do all of that, just give him a new belt anyway. Stop. Why is he still carrying both? Why don't WWE know what to do right now? You shouldn't have given him
Who
both if
knows?
you didn't want him to have both. And number 1, AJ Styles. Should AJ Styles have gotten a custom WWE Championship? Not really. Should he have gotten a custom TNA Championship? Maybe, but probably not. No, dear listener, we are aiming to piss off the people most piss-offable today because AJ Styles should have had himself a custom IWGP Heavyweight Championship, and Tempest just shriveled up and died in a corner. Custom might be a bit of a stretch here because a full-on redesign of a belt for one person may not work perfectly with New Japan Pro Wrestling's more traditional presentation and fan base, but at the very least, seeing as Bullet Club were the spiritual succession to the NWO at the time, they were doing things in the company that no other wrestlers were doing with.
I would have loved to see a Bullet Club themed title belt. That would have been awesome as hell. Like, especially with AJ Styles being New in New Japan, and he had the IWGP World Heavyweight title. That would have been dope.
Total disrespect, spray painting, and maybe even vandalizing the most beautiful belt in all of professional wrestling would undoubtedly draw wicked heat for AJ Styles, the wicked leader of this group of wicked boys. AJ Styles was a great IWGP champion in 2014 and 2015 and would have been the perfect candidate to be the face to deface the place. And that's our list. What wrestler do you think should have got a custom title belt, and what should that belt have looked like? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like and share this video around if you enjoyed it. Make sure you're subscribed to Parts Unknown for more silly wrestling content, and never forget to jam.
Oh, you already got a subscription for me, my guy. And honestly, I agree wholeheartedly with everything on the list. Like those, like the wrestlers he named, definitely should have had like some kind of custom design. I mean, hey, Edge had it, John Cena had it, Jeff Hardy had it. I mean, even though it was a different promotion, but he had it. And of course, Stone Cold. He had his customized belt, but it fit. But the thing in common with those, it fit the characters perfectly. Like it fit them to the T. And unfortunately, we're never gonna find out how they would look with the customized belts. But it's 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 a pretty informative, and it really makes you think. Like, what if? What if they had the customized belts to fit their personas? Who knows? But anyways, thank y'all for tuning in to this one. Hopefully y'all enjoyed it. And as always, don't forget to tell your peoples across the globe, come kick it with your boy. This one good solid time. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. And oh, my bad. But don't forget to hit your boy up on social media right over yonder. Now this here's your boy Blaze here saying Chuck the Deuce. And I will see y'all on the next one. Peace.